our Jewish community didn't support the occupation, I wouldn't have to worry about going to a synagogue to celebrate Shabbat and be forced to leave my values outside.
If our community opposed the occupation,
Birthright would not bring young Jews on free vacations while Palestinians are denied the right to visit their homeland.
if our community opposed the occupation, I could participate in Jewish community conversations about Tikkun Olam that don't ignore Israel's responsibility to strive for this core Jewish value.
Then the Jewish Federation would spend the majority of the money it sends to Israel on efforts to actually end the occupation and achieve a free and just society for all, both Israelis and Palestinians.
If our community opposed the occupation,
Hillel would open up its membership to all organizations and speakers and would no longer censor the conversation around Israel.
if our community opposed the occupation,
our voices would be louder than Sheldon Adelson's money.
If our community opposed the occupation,
then I could belong to a synagogue instead of only belonging to an informal Jewish community in my city.
Birthright Israel would tell its participants about the Arab villages that existed underneath Israeli tourist sites before 1948.
Then I could feel at home in the synagogue where I grew up rather than feeling betrayed and lied to.
Every presidential candidate would recognize the humanity of both Palestinians and Israelis.
Rabbis wouldn't decide who they're willing to marry based on an Israel litmus test.
I could be a part of progressive spaces because of my Judaism and not in spite of it.
Then I could give tzedakah to American Jewish causes.
the Reform temple that I go to sometimes wouldn't push unquestioning support for Israel. It would push Israel to pursue justice.
I wouldn't need to go outside of the Jewish community in order to do progressive work.
And I know that my children would look to both Palestinians and Israelis as heroes and role models.
If our community ended its support for the occupation, Palestinians would be free.